I met an old lady friend this morning. I bring her magazines back when I visit the UK, and I met her to do the magazine handover. And I asked her, "Oh, hi, how are you doing?" "Oh, not so good." I said, "Oh, what's up?" She said, "Well, I went to the hospital 3 times last week. Everything hurts. I've got this IBS. I don't know how to fix it." It just feels like it's too late for her because she lives on her own. Her husband died years ago. How can I give her the information that she needs to repair her gut, to get better, when she usually doesn't remember my name? So my point is, learn this stuff when you've still got time to do something about it. Make it your job to learn about the foods that nourish us, the foods that heal us, and find out about the foods that don't do us as much good as we're led to believe they do. I spent a decade from 40 onwards trying to fix my gripey, painful gut. It took me 10 years. Finally, I figured it out and I got better. And now, and I said to her, this is what I do. This is what I teach people, how to eat, to nourish themselves, what the things they should be eating. She said, "Oh, what sort of things should I be eating then?" I said, "Well, things like meat and fish and eggs and real foods, some vegetables, yes, not too many of them, not too many of the grains. They just turn into sugar when we eat them. They turned into sugar by our bodies." "Oh," she said. So I said, "So talk me through your day. What's breakfast look like for you?" She said, "Oh, cornflakes." So I said, "Oh, cornflakes. What about alpen?" I said, "Again, alpen. It's another grain. Your body turns it into sugar." I said, "You've got to try and cut the sugars and the seed oils. Got to take those out of your diet." "What is a seed oil?" "Well, it's a oil made from a seed." But where do I start? How do I explain to this sweet woman who most of the time doesn't actually remember my name? She knows who I am, but she doesn't always remember my name. How do I start to teach her this stuff? She's on her own. She has no support, lives alone, and it just made me feel so hopeless for her. Yes, I can send her my food list and guide her on the things she should be eating, but she probably won't remember. But just the point I wanted to make was learn this stuff while your mind is still strong. Before the insulin resistance has set in and done the damage, before the other metabolic diseases have ruined your body. Nourish yourself with protein and good fats. Nobody wants to end up like that, alone and confused and in pain. And it made me feel very, very sad for her. And learn it while you've still got time.